Hello and welcome to my channel. Here I have a power supply from Tesco with two USB ports made for 3.1 amp. Here it says it's a home charger and its output is 5 volt 3.1 amp. Here I have the power supply connected to my extension cord. I'll turn it on now. There's a little white LED to indicate that the power is running. And we have a voltage of 5.23 volts. So that's a good voltage. First I'll test the power supply with my iPad, which should draw 2.1 amp from the 2.1 amp port. I will now add another load to test if it's capable of 3.1 amp. Here's a Gear 360 camera. And it's capable of doing over 3.1 amp. After the test running for a while, the power supply gets barely warm, mostly warmish around this region, but it stays pretty cool, especially for something that came from Tesco. One thing I noticed about this charger is if you turn off the power, this LED stays on for quite a while. So whatever capacitor's in there, it must be big. Like real big. It's still on. At the bottom of the power supply, you have PHN, standing for phone, and TAB, standing for tablet. You've got two options, which is 1 amp for the phone and 2.1 amp for the tablet. One thing I noticed about this power supply is it's really good at filtering interference. Unlike this power supply, which is from either Poundland or Pound World, it's incredibly dodgy, so it'll mess with the screen on my iPad. Here's a 3D World, testing it with the dodgy power supply. And it should mess with the screen, which it is. A few glitches. And here is a Tesco power supply. No glitches, works fine. And the price for this amazing power supply is actually just £12. It isn't much, it's quite cheap. Surprising, especially from Tesco.